right, we are back. It is 5:15. Time for a check of the weather. We started off a little rough on the week, but it's getting better.
I mean, yesterday was pretty top
tier.
tier.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was a pretty special day because it was just so nice out there. And today's going to be pretty good too. Although I don't think it's going to be the 10 out of 10 that it was yesterday. Maybe bumping down to a 9 or an 8 out of 10 today.
We're so spoiled.
I know, we're so spoiled. We're like, oh, there's a few clouds in the sky today. Okay.
Wah, wah.
I know, it is kind of funny how the summer's just been so nice that our bar is now pretty high for what we want to see out there. But today's still going to be a pretty nice one. We're just going to see a few more clouds and also a touch more humidity. Not in a major way, though, will the humidity be increasing. Here's a look at the weather map. You can see still enough dry air in place to keep things pretty comfortable, but the humid air to the south is gradually working its way north, and we will certainly feel that later this week. But for today, a nice morning with temperatures mostly in the 50s as we wake up out there. Warming up into the mid to upper 80s for the afternoon. There will also be a lot of high clouds across southern Maine. It's not going to be an overcast day, but there will be some of those clouds moving through the southern part of the state. So for today, actually a touch cooler along the coastline with the sea breeze kicking in this afternoon. 84 for the high today in Portland, 81 in Rockland and Bar Harbor. Away from the coast, it is quite toasty. 88 today in Bangor, 89 in Freiburg. In fact, the hottest spots will be in eastern and northern Maine, where we don't see any cloud cover. It'll stay completely sunny there. So callous today. Toasty, 92 for the afternoon. Here's what we've got in store as we head through the rest of this week. The hot and humid weather is arriving. Humidity gradually building today. That trend will continue into tomorrow, and it will be very toasty on Thursday and Friday. Afternoon storm chances are also back in the forecast. It looks like for the end of the week through the weekend, although they are pretty low chances for afternoon storms. Nothing major really expected with that, though if any storm forms with this high heat and humidity, could be on the stronger side. Couldn't rule that out. After that, we stay hot and humid through early next week, although maybe we do get a brief break in the humidity on Monday. Here's a look at what we're expecting with storm chances over the next several days. Again, you can see those high clouds across the southern third of the state as we head into the afternoon. Notice northern eastern Maine are staying sunny, so we are hottest there. Humidity continues to tick up into Thursday, and it will be a much warmer start tomorrow morning, not getting down into the refreshing 50s, mostly upper 60s to near 70 on Thursday morning. And for the afternoon, it's hot, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Couldn't rule out maybe a brief shower or storm in western Maine or in the higher terrain, but mostly it's a quiet day on Thursday. Friday, even hotter and more humid. Very muggy start in the morning near 70 degrees. As we head into the afternoon, pretty much everybody hits the 90-degree mark. Chance of an afternoon storm, but it looks pretty isolated. Most of us would miss out on that, but it's a possibility for Friday afternoon and evening. So because these storm chances are so widely scattered or isolated, not going to get a good soaking rain across the state. It does look like there could be some spots that maybe see over an inch, but that will of course all depend on where those storms end up forming. So not a ton of rain to come through the weekend, but there's at least the potential there for a little bit if we do get a few storms developing. Here's our humidity trend. You can see today into tomorrow, we do increase our humidity a bit. Still, though, it's not off the charts humid on Thursday. Friday is when we're really going to feel it, and that continues through the weekend. Maybe early next week, a little bit of a drop in humidity. Does look brief, though. It looks like it would come back on Tuesday. For the weekend, looking pretty good, mid to upper 80s for both Saturday and Sunday. In fact, we'll be pretty close to 90 in many spots on Sunday afternoon. Just an isolated chance for storms on Sunday. Saturday, they may be a bit more widespread, but still not looking ahead to any major widespread severe weather or anything like that. Here's your marine forecast, 2 to 3 foot seas for today. Overall, going to be pretty quiet out there on the Gulf of Maine after a gorgeous day yesterday. Here's your 7-day forecast. Upper 80s on Wednesday, 90s Thursday and Friday, staying very hot and humid. We stay very warm through the weekend, and then maybe a brief drop in humidity on Monday, but it does come back Tuesday as shower chances return. Average highs right around 80 this time of year, so we are above that. Oh, bless you, Sharon, for all of the next week. And looking pretty good for the weekend. Only a very slight chance of a storm or two. So, yeah, kicking up the humidity.
Summer.
Summer. I know, I feel like a broken record.
It's great. No, please keep that going.
That's right. I missed her vacation.
You don't remember this, but with the needle, it can skip and just plays the same thing over and over and over again.
Yep.
Feel free to do that.
All right. I'm happy. I can do that.
Thank you, sir.